Hey guys, welcome to another video review. This time we are looking at Classics Astrotrain. Yeah. So, first things first, a little fact about Astrotrain. He is a triple changer, for those of you not familiar with the character. So, yeah. What are triple changers? Well, they have two vehicle forms and a robot form. Or, in some cases, a vehicle form, a beast form, and a robot form. So. Yep. Now, this is his aerial vehicle form, which is a space shuttle, hence the Astro part. And, yeah, he looks pretty good. Colors are white, black, purple, little hints of golden red. Yeah. It's got some very nice molded detail. I like the thrusters in the back. So, paint detail, it's kind of lackluster in some spots, but you know what? I can forgive it because not everything in life is like super detailed. And of course, with some of the details that real life has, it's kind of hard to replicate, so even in a small scale. So, yeah, we do have landing gear up front, and we also have a gun on the bottom, which actually pegs on sideways in this form. Anyway, let's put that to the side. The landing gear can fold up and stow away, should you so desire. He rolls on his landing gear like they should. Now, I do have one complaint for this form. The tail fin up here, it's a little loose, and it's also a bit small, but, you know, due to the way he transforms and the way he was designed, I can't really knock it too much for that. But, you know, it could have been better. So, now, being a triple changer, you would expect to see a few parts from some of the other modes. And what we do have is the front ends of a train as well as wheels from the train mode. There are molded wheels up here, and they're just stuck out. They don't tuck away, they don't fold in, they're just jetting out. They're molded into place. And the front ends of the train, you can see them along the side, but from up top, you can't really tell that much. But you know, it's definitely not that bad. But I think it works. I think it works. Definitely something they could have improved on, but you know what? It works. So, that's about it for the aerial vehicle form. Now let's go to the land vehicle form, which is a train. A bullet train. Anyway, so first things first, you want to take the front landing gear and fold it in. Then you take the thruster section, fold that down, and bring this whole section down along with it. Now, we come up here, we're going to spin this around and splay these out like that. And then we're going to take these side sections here and we're going to try to detach them. It's a little stiff on mine. There we go. Okay. That. And here. Okay. Fold it up like that. And then turn this whole section around like that. And then take the shuttle wings and fold them down. Like that. And here he is in bullet train mode. Now the gun, you can plug it in sideways like I did in shuttle mode. Or you can use the bottom peg and have it stick up like that. Either way is fine. But honestly, it all depends on what your taste is. So, yeah. Okay, it rolls and slides. Just depends on how hard you push it. There are 6 rolling wheels. The back wheels are kind of crappy, but, you know, oh well. Now, I do have a complaint in this mode. Like, the windows up here are painted black, but the windows back here are unpainted. Kind of bugs me, but, you know, I kind of have, like, a cover story for that. Like, maybe there are, like, window shades back here, and they're closed. I mean, that could be a good cover story, right? But honestly, would it really have hurt to put some additional paint on there? Personally, I don't think so, but you know what? It's Hasbro. So, yeah. Now, some people prefer the shuttle form. I actually like, this mode a little more. I'm not sure why. I don't know. Maybe my taste just differs some. Maybe it's because I like trains. Yeah. But the train form does have flaws of its own. Like, there are gaps down here. And the fins kind of poke out from the sides. But you know what? Oh well. Can't really blame them for trying. Okay. That's enough for the train mode. Let's get him into his robot mode. First things first, we're going to come under here, take the whole fin section, and flip it around. Like this. Then we're going to take the wings, splay them back out, raise this panel up, and then going to extend the front end of the shuttle, and these are going to be the legs and feet, so you're going to want to separate them too. Turn this section around, and there's a peg on this side, there's a hole in there, plug it in, and if you want you can fold the shuttle's landing gear down to be a heel spur. On some surfaces it's not necessary, but you know, just for the sake of this, why not? Now this time we have the hole here, and there's the peg on this side, so like that. Now for the upper body. Okay, we want to take the front end of the train, and we're going to separate them, and then bring them out to the sides. And while we're here, we can open this panel and try to get his head out. That was actually the easiest time I had pulling it out. Anyway, so, fold the wings up, fold the thruster section down, and we're almost done. We're going to lift up his shoulder pads, and then we're going to slide the train bits out to the side to expose his hands. And, ladies and gentlemen, this is Astrotrain in robot mode. Yeah. Let's take a look at this face. He's got a white helmet with a red head crest. The eyes are painted yellow, and his face is painted silver. Yeah, doesn't look too bad. I actually like it. The white, though, I don't really care for the white too much. I would have much preferred this be gray or something, but you know what? Oh well. So, yes. Now, he has a gun here, and it can be put in either side of the hands, or it could be put in either hand on either side. I generally tend to put the gun in the right hand, maybe because that side's easier, because this peg always jets out and makes it hard to put it into the left hand. Either that, or it's because I'm right-handed, so... yeah. Now, he also has the rub symbol on his right leg. Who is he? Autobot? Decepticon? I don't know. And he is a Decepticon. He is a Decepticon. He's a bad guy, so... if you come across this guy, run, hide. Screaming is not advised, although it may be recommended. Anyway. Now, if you want, you can also bend the wings back, like that. Kind of makes posing him a little easier, so I sometimes do that. Speaking of posing, his head can spin all the way around. He can look up, and he can't really look down. His arms can rotate at the shoulder and get stuck on his chest wing. They can move in and out, and they can also move up and down at the shoulder, if you please. He's got a ball-jointed elbow, so it can bend and twist. The legs can move forward, and they can't really go backwards. They can splay out. They can bend at the knee. They can turn just below the knee. And you can also bend his toe if that serves any purpose for you. So yeah, he is pretty poseable. Yeah. Pretty cool. As far as triple changers go, he's not the all-time best to come out, but he's definitely better than the recent Blitzwing that came out in Generations. I'm not too sure about the Titan's Return. To be honest, I don't really care for that whole Headmaster gimmick thing that they do on Titan's Return. I think it's stupid. But this guy is definitely better than some of the more recent triple changers that have been coming out. He's definitely better than the old Generation 1 triple changers by far. Do I recommend him? Yeah. Is he any good? Yes. Does he look good? Yes. On a whole, though, you know what? I'm gonna give this guy an 8.5 out of 10, so... yeah, he's not the best to come out, but he is definitely one of the more enjoyable modern Transformers. I mean, he's poseable, he has two vehicle forms that work for the most part. Yeah, I recommend him. I found him at BobaCon for 18 bucks. Totally worth it. If you see him and he's relatively cheap, he's totally worth getting if you're a big fan of the Classics line.